What's up, Wit? KFC has gone downhill. I don't know, I still like it a lot. The thing about KFC... So, we had a KFC right down the road from us. A long time ago. Now, we didn't always live right here. We lived a couple, about 15 minutes west of here. But it was still like 10 minutes away from our house. And they removed it like 8 years ago or something. And the nearest KFC was like 45 minutes away. So we like never got KFC. Where am I going? So whenever we did get KFC, it was like a big treat. My grandma used to go, she's a bowler. Saying she's a bowler is an understatement. She's the bowler. But anyways, she would bowl out of town and then bring KFC back for us because it was like this awesome place that was distant from us. And so it was always like a treat when we got KFC, right? And then they brought the KFC back right down the street. So now we have a KFC almost within walking distance of us. So when this KFC came back, it was lit, okay? Like, every day for 3 weeks, I never drove past it and there wasn't a line that was out of the door and out of the parking lot for the drive-thru. Like, that's how popular this KFC was. And I'm not even exaggerating. We tried to go for 3 weeks and it was out, like, all the way around the parking lot and out into the street for 3 weeks. So, and what's funny too is we finally went, even though it was a long line. Like, I actually waited in that line for that KFC. That's how much we wanted it. We had a problem, okay? But anyways, now that it's right there and it's not so popular and we can actually get it whenever we want, we only get it every once in a while. And I still really like it. But I have to say, my body does not like it. Like, I think sometimes when you eat fast food, you feel kind of gross, like, ew, I just ate fast food. But for the most part, I don't really feel that too much, especially with McDonald's. I could eat McDonald's every day and feel fine. I don't know what it is. I think my body just is actually McDonald's. My body is just made of McDonald's bags. But anyways, but for some reason, every single time I eat KFC, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like, I eat it and it tastes great, and then later I feel like I'm gonna die. So I'm trying to not eat it much anymore, because if every time I eat it I feel like I'm gonna die, it's probably not the best for my body. Like, McDonald's I feel fine. People can tell me all day, like, McDonald's is so bad for you, McDonald's is terrible, don't eat it. But, like, I like it, and I don't eat it that often. So, and I don't feel bad after eating it, so, you know, it's my treat. I'm gonna treat myself. You gotta treat yourself sometimes, you know. But KFC, I really feel like it's a problem. Like, I feel like my entire body hurts when I eat KFC, so I feel like maybe I should. Also, somebody told me that Popeye's chicken is like the new KFC. Like, forget KFC, Popeye's chicken is the best thing ever. I don't know if maybe the Popeyes by us just sucks, because it's deep in Akron. And Akron is not the best city, so maybe this Popeyes just sucks. But we had Popeyes, and I wanted to throw up. I couldn't even finish it, that's how bad it was. Like, it was the worst chicken I've ever tasted. It was really bad. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm talking bad, you know? It wasn't like this wasn't worth it. It was like I can't even finish this bad. hate to see Mr. Tinkles beat up like this. I wouldn't mind a carbon bangle or two. My problem is that I love restaurants. Fast food restaurants, sit-down restaurants, anything. I love them all. But, you know, especially lately, we've tried to really not eat out very much at all. Because we were eating out too much, it was costing too much. And now that we're buying a house and everything, we really have to cut back on expenses. And that's one of the easiest ways to cut down on expenses is not eat out. Because, you know, you could have a home-cooked meal for a few dollars. So going out and getting a $30 meal is just way more expensive. Sure, sometimes it's worth it and it's good and stuff, but if you're trying to cut down on expenses, that's one thing you could do to just really save so much money, is just not eating out. Like, if I had to rank like the things you can do to save money, it'd be like, don't smoke would be number 1. Number 2 would be don't go to bars every weekend. And then number 3 would be like don't eat out as much. That's like the 3 top things you can do. If you need to save money, those are like the 3 things you can do to save just a ridiculous amount of money. Because you don't really realize how expensive it is until you take it out of your budget and you're like, wow. Yeah, that's why bars are number 2. I used to work. I'm not the kind of guy that goes to bars. I don't drink. I don't have friends that go to bars, so I never go to bars. If I had friends that went to bars, I would go with them and just not drink, but I don't even have friends that go to bars. Me and my friends, we go to someone's house, chill and play video games. That's what we do, so we never really go to bars. Plus, most, like, the people that I know either have a girlfriend or are married or whatever, so it's like we're not trying to pick up chicks or anything. So we never really go to bars. But I used to work at a bar. I used to work at a bowling alley that had a bar, and I used to sometimes either clean in the bar or whatever. And I would watch people just throw away. I mean, usually it's older people, and they don't have anything to do with their money anyways. But every once in a while, you get some, like, 22-year-old that would come in and just blow money on Keno, which if you don't know what Keno is, I think Keno's only an Ohio thing. So maybe you don't know what Keno is. Keno's this, it's run by the Ohio Lottery, and it's basically just a game where it's kind of like an instant lottery kind of thing, where you pick like 5 numbers, and then every 5 minutes it pulls 5 numbers, or actually it pulls more than that, it pulls like 20 numbers or something, and you line up to see if your numbers match, and if they match, then you win, and if you don't match, then you wait another 5 minutes and pay another $5, and it rolls some more. So it's kind of just this instant lottery that keeps going all night long. And people would just blow hundreds on Keno. Like, just so much money. And, oh nice, Keno's in Pennsylvania too. It's probably around here. Yo, Snipes! Thank you for the host, my man. I saw you playing, that, hacker game. Hacker Man. Because Snipes is now Hacker Man. I saw you playing that earlier, it looked fun. Do I have enough money? Yeah. Yo, Mock, thank you for the 140 bits, my man. So, yeah, I would watch him spend hundreds of dollars on Keno. I'd watch people spend way too much money on drinks. Because drinks are expensive. I mean, if your plan is to go out and drink, you're looking at, you know, 40, 50 bucks, but that's as much as you would spend going to an arcade or going to, you know, whatever. So that's not like that big of a deal. But once you start buying drinks for other people, that's when it gets really expensive. And I'd see people just buy drinks for girls, buy drinks for their friends, and just not, you know, put it all on their tab, which is a terrible thing to do because you don't know how much is on your tab to the end of the night. They get to the end of the night and they're like, all right, you know, check out our tab. Suddenly you're $1,000. You're like, oh God, what have I done? So yeah, there's just I've seen people blow a lot of money at bars. So, and like I said, you know, it's not about not going to the bar at all. Hold on, we got a name. Kate Sith is going to be Shadow. Thank you, Shadow Slayer, my man, for the awesome support. Ooh, that's... there we go. Also, I should change the title of the stream. I forgot to put in the character thing so people know about it. Oop, I forgot to put set title. Can't do my own stream, lol. There's only 2 characters left, Vincent and Sid. And Sid's a pretty high bargain, but Vincent's still something that people could shoot for. So yeah, like I was saying, like I didn't when I listed the things you can save money on, I didn't say like never go to the bar. I just said don't go to the bar every weekend, because you know, if you go to the bar and spend $200, $300, you know, oh well. It's like you bought a video game console or something. You had a good time. It was worth it. But the issue is when people start going to the bar every weekend. Like they get, you know, they just get it in their head like, oh, it's Friday, time to go to the bar. And then they continually spend that $200 or $300 every weekend at the bar. Like it adds up, man. You know, you're spending thousands of dollars a month. So you just gotta be careful, you know. I'm not saying like don't go to the bar at all, and I'm not saying don't treat your friends, but don't get into the habit of just going every single month. We need to go to somewhere. Bounce Square. I was like, wait a second. I was getting this confused with the second section. Hey, you know, it's never a bad thing to throw away a lot of money on your friends or have fun or whatever. Everyone needs to do it every once in a while, but with the bars, it becomes a routine. People think that they need to go to the bar every weekend. It's just one of those things, you know. When I worked at the bar, there was always the same people there on Fridays and Saturdays. They always came every Friday and Saturday. You call them your regulars, and you know they're coming, and you have their drink ready because you know they're coming, you know they're ordering that drink, and you know they're playing Keno. I mean, the bar tenders used to have the drink, the Keno sheet, like out there ready to go because they knew the regulars were coming in. And so you just gotta be careful. You don't want to, you know, if you really gotta look at it and just be like, hey, how much am I spending? But it's okay to spend that money, you know. Like I said, it's just if you're trying to save money, that's one of the biggest things you could do to save money is just not go to the bar every single Friday. Unless the bar is 4/8 live, then come every weekend. But yeah. The only thing higher than that, I think, if you're trying to save money, is don't smoke. Good lord. The amount of money my parents spent on cigarettes is probably just insane. Luckily, they don't have money problems now, but if they did, I'd probably tell them, like, you know, could you imagine the amount of thousands of dollars you would have just sitting in a bank right now if you didn't spend it on cigarettes? But I guess that's not a very good piece of advice, because if you're smoking, you probably are because you can't stop. So it's not a very good piece of advice for me to be like, just stop smoking, dude. It's not that easy. But I know several people who quit smoking because of money. Oops, they don't have HP to MP, so I need to run away from this battle. Also, give me those. And give me that. So, Dine, is he going to be a problem? Mr. Tinkles does not have much HP, and Dine hurts. But yeah, like, I know several people who quit literally because they couldn't afford cigarettes. Which is why it's so great that cigarettes are super expensive now. Because it's caused a lot of people to quit just because they can't afford it or they don't want to afford it. What's up, Shiver? What's up, Fox? Good to see you, man. Are there any Mexicans in Ohio? I would have to think yes, probably a few. Or one of the most populated states. It's probably a couple Mexican people here. What's up, Nursel? Yeah, that's pretty important, Arco. Not just smoking while she's pregnant or something, but smoking around kids is just awful. You really, I mean, if you're gonna have a kid, you really need to think about it. If you're a smoker and you want a kid, you really need to think before you act, because it's awful for them in a lot of different ways. They made it illegal to smoke in the car with a minor in Maryland. That's awesome, actually. I have a lot of respect for my father-in-law. He smokes, but you would almost not even know that he smokes. He makes himself very, what's the word I'm looking for? He disappears, you know what I mean? Like, you rarely ever see him smoke. And he has 4 kids, so he, you know, made it very important right off the bat that he doesn't smoke when any of them are around. Alright, Mr. Tinkles, you're gonna get that silver armlet because you need as much armor as you can get. You're also gonna get the item that Eris currently has. What's up, Mystic? So you're gonna get the Protect Vest, Silver Armlet, W Machine Gun. I don't know if summons are gonna be smart in this fight, but I'm probably gonna equip him with every summon I have, even if I don't use them, just for the stats. Because right now he has freaking 89 HP, which is a big problem. So you're gonna get literally all 3 summons. Does Dine have any... I don't think he does. I don't know if he has any elements or not. He can be poisoned, which is a big deal because I believe if you poison him... Or no, maybe he can't be poisoned. No, I don't think he can be poisoned. Shoot. Oh no, he can. He can't be poisoned. He just has 100% ailment to it, but yeah, he can be poisoned. I think poisoning him is really important because I think if I poison him and don't attack him, he never uses his second phase of attacks, which are the ones that will probably one-shot me. He can also be slowed, which we may want to do. I never knew that. Dine actually has an attack. He has fire, but he never uses it. They give him the attack fire, but he never uses it. My question was, is Molotov Cocktail fire element? I don't think it is. No, it's physical. I think everything he does is physical, which is unfortunate. See ya, 2 Freak. Thanks, man. Who remembers when you could get your PlayStation with the chip and buy all the games that would be burned on a CD and the games would cost like $5 or $10? I remember. Alright, so... Man, he still only has 98 HP. That's pretty terrible. By the way, you can rest in this truck. I didn't know this for like a million years. I never knew this was a thing. Until like maybe a year ago. Definitely never knew it when I was a kid. Also, I don't remember if you need to talk to him or not. I don't think you do. Maybe you do. I always do it just in case. What's up, Meatloaf? Good to see you, man. I'm out of tents, which sucks. Oh wait, no, I don't. Oh, I don't need it because I just rested then. I was thinking I needed it for Barrett's MP, but I rested in the truck. So that's the well we were talking about last week, or 2 weeks ago actually, because of the vacation. If you go down there in the Japanese version, you can fight a really funny debug fight with pyramids that ask you not to kill them. It's pretty weird. They're like, please don't kill us, and you kill them violently. The guy who's sleeping in the cave, you have to fight a certain amount, or run away from a certain amount of, or no, fight a certain amount of battles. And then he gives you the mithril, which you can use for Eris's ultimate limit break. He also gives you the bolt ring, I believe. Alright, we're not going to fight all these fights because Stein might just kill me. And then I'll have to do this all over again. When I found out it was that easy to get the Dyne, I kind of was sad. Okay, there's really not much more I can do other than back row Sadness, Silver Armlet, and Protect Vest. Thank you for the 100 bits, Nursel. Appreciate it, my man. I got 10 Vitality from Protect Vest, the most defense I'm going to get from Silver Armlet, back row, and Sadness. So we're just going to hope he does not kill me. That's really all we got. I could also throw the Spiderweb if I need to. I should have lowered battle speed, but you know, gotta go for it all. I do have a copy of the Japanese version of Final Fantasy VII. I put it on the list of things to be voted on, and no one voted for it, so unfortunately I don't think anyone's interested in it. One day we might do it, though. The Japanese version is kind of lame. It has way more encounters, and other than that cool debug fight, there's really nothing much else to check out. Doesn't have any of the weapon battles, and just has a ton more random battles, and a few like weird things, like there's only 2 answers to the book quiz. The weird debug fight. Oh, Saber Sephiroth's a lot different. Yeah. That is true. Ow. Yeah, he's gonna like... He's gonna 2-shot me almost. If he gets a crit, I'm dead. Yeah, there's no Emerald Ruby, there's not even an ultimate weapon fight. For a diamond fight. Well, this is what this fight's gonna look like. Unfortunately, this is about all we can do, is just sit here and cure. Type ! challenge into the chat, G-Major. This will probably 2-shot me, so I'm kind of stuck at just doing this. This will work, though. You spelled challenge wrong. It happens. Yeah, we played the 8-bit Final Fantasy VII a long time ago. It wasn't very great. And it was really buggy. And everyone kind of agreed that it sucked. I mean, it was cool, but... Also, how's it going, Platonic? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you guys are enjoying this extremely entertaining Dyne fight. I shouldn't have done that, but... Okay, good. I was like, if he's not within range of being dead, then... That's a bad idea, because it'll send him into his final phase where he does really bad things. But we killed him. We're good. We're in there. You've been dying to see this stream all day. Yeah, that's about all you can do there, because the thing is, Barrett has like no MP, so by translation he has no HP. And as much defense as I put on him, he still got wrecked. I even gave him 3 summon materias to try to boost his HP, but it's just not enough. That's why Barret will be pretty useless throughout this whole challenge, probably. Until the end, where everyone can be pretty useful. As much crap as I give the remake, a remake of that scene could be incredible if done correctly. Could you imagine? Like, I really hope that they do Barret well. A lot of people don't really think about how great of a character Barret is. But come on, like, he's incredible. You start the game, he's like yelling about how the planet's gonna die and everything, while Cloud just like doesn't care. Then he thinks he loses Marlene and like goes insane and loses all of his friends and his family, and then he comes down here and has to kill his last living friend on the planet. Like, that scene could be incredible if done right. It's unfortunate that Barret doesn't do much else after this, but from the beginning of the game to now, Barret's the most interesting character. More interesting than Cloud. Barret is nearly the protagonist of the game up to this point, but then after this he does nothing. By the way, this is one of the only completely missable materials in the game. If you don't pick up Ramu here, you can never get it again. It's pretty hard to miss, but I've heard of people missing it, and then they get to the end of the game and they're like, why can't I get Master Summon? Ifrit's the same way. Ifrit's pretty hard to miss, though. I mean, it like flies right out of Genova's body, and you're like, oh, I should pick that up. You can't miss Kajata. You can always go back and grab it. But you can miss it if you have max MP, or max materia in your list. It's the only materia in the game that if you have max materia and you try to pick it up, it just disappears forever. It's really weird. Even Shiva doesn't do that. Alright, let's get wrecked, because that's what always happens. Look at that white chocobo. Like, what do you... How? How are you so fast? What are you feeding this white chocobo? Out of the way. Out of the way. What's up, Cloudy? Yeah, even Bahamut Zero isn't missable because you can get it from Bone Village if you miss it. Ramu's like the only summon that you just, if you miss it once, it's gone. That and Ifrit, but like I said, Ifrit's pretty hard to miss. And then Kajata isn't supposed to be missable, but if you happen to have a full material list, it says you pick it up, but you don't actually pick it up and then it's gone. Can you miss Leviathan? Yes. If you don't do the Yuffie side quest before Diamond Weapon, then I believe you miss it. So yeah, you're right. You can miss Leviathan too. We'll save him for now so I can get his stuff out. This is the part of the game where you should go back to get the mithril, but we're not going to bother. I should go back and get Big Guard, though. I think I will. I could also get Beta, but with summons, it's like I don't even need Beta. You're right, Neo Bahamut would be missable too. I guess by extension Bahamut would be too. Alright, so there's a lot of missable summons. But see, those are, I mean, they're missable, but you'd have to be kind of a fool to miss them. Neo Bahamut's like right in front of your face when you walk into that screen, and Bahamut falls out of the dragon. So, yeah, I mean, you'd have to be pretty silly to miss them. But I guess technically if you walked away, yeah, you wouldn't get them. Did I see the new skip? Yes, I made a video about it. Just yesterday. How come I sort materia but never sort items? Because I'm a madman. You missed Bahamut first time? Oh, really? I love that noise. Yeah, now that you bring it up, I think you are right. There actually are a lot of materia that you could miss, but I mean, like I said, it'd be kind of silly to miss them. See you, Mock. Have fun delivering beer. I'm sure it's like, you know, boring for you because it's your job, but it is kind of a cool thing to say, like, go deliver some beer to people. I mean, that's cool. Cool story, bro. Yeah, added cut is an annoying materia because it's blue and it's like sitting in the snow. I do not like these things. Big Guard is going to make a big difference in this game. We finally have access to something that actually gives us defensive capabilities. Also, this is going to ruin my thing. No, it didn't. Freeze magic. Oh, your skill power's used up. What are you doing? That buddy. Alright, there's our two big guards. What did I have here? I don't remember. I think I had Chocomog. I think I'm gonna go with fire instead. I don't need Chocomog. I could go back and get Beta, or go back and get the Mithril, but it's not really needed. Also, we could get Flamethrower from this guy. The Flamethrower is kind of lame. We could also go back to that Mithril Mines and get Flamethrower pretty easily because that enemy loves to spam the crap out of Flamethrower, as we learned. As we learned quite well when we first got there in this challenge, and I got roasted by 7 million Flamethrowers. Oh yeah, Aqualung, not Flame, which actually Aqualung's pretty good. It might be a good idea to grab that. Maybe I will. Also, that did 200 damage. That was terrifying. I never want to see that 200 damage again. We gotta go fight the Turks, which would normally be scary, but with Big Guard and the fact that I can throw this spiderweb because I finally have access to normal spiderwebs now, shouldn't be too bad. The thing is, if I decide to stay on active fastest, spiderwebs don't really do that much, but if I go to slow wait, spiderwebs are the best item in the freaking game. But we'll try to beat him on active fastest first, as we have every boss. Can chimeras be manipulated? I'm not even sure. You just have to wait for Aqualung. If I have to wait for Aqualung, I better use Big Guard or I'm gonna die a horrible death. Also, these guys scare me, because that attack does 200 damage. Ifrit, please. Oh no. Yeah. This is where regular enemies can start to get scary. What the? That's different. Huh. I didn't know about that glitch. It must be something with the buggy. I never knew about that one. That's a new one. New one for me. I don't have manipulate, so I'm gonna have to just sit here and wait. Everybody defend. Oh God! Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. Aqualung, don't screw around. So... I was defending too. Well, I don't know if I got my defend off. If I can get my defend off with sadness and big guard, I might survive. Just barely. Yeah, at least we learned Aqua Lung. It was worth it. Question is, can he be manipulated? Guess not. That was quick. Nope. Ain't nobody surviving. Ain't nobody surviving that. Can Aqua Lung miss? Maybe, but then he won't learn it. Moving on. Yeah, I don't have any way to defend against any more of the damage. Shiva's ice, so it doesn't count. There's no way to defend against water damage other than equipment that I don't own yet. Talisman will help. Let's try one more thing. Let's try Silver Armlet on Cloud, Talisman, and give him all the summons. That would give him a good amount of health. Gives him 140. Actually, Shiva doesn't make a difference. Yeah, she does. Gives him 140. Give him the Trank and block. I don't think he's gonna survive. I don't think even with that we can survive. No, Ice Elemental doesn't count. Aqua Lung is water. The only things in this game that protect against water are Leviathan Elemental or the Water Ring. Or, I think, Minerva Band? Maybe? I think one of them does something. Slow. I kind of blew it, not gonna lie. That did 300 damage, so with wall it should do... I don't know. I'm gonna guess no, but I'll give it a shot. If you equip 2 E-skills on a character, do they learn it on both? Yeah. I believe they do. If I can get this to work, though, I can just do it twice. But if they miss Aqua Lung, I don't believe you learn it. Although I guess if one character dies, but another character... If the character with the materia dies, but another character lives, I could then win. But even winning this is going to be hard. God dang it, he attacked. Cloud. That's the problem. Dang it. Okay, I feel like he might be able to survive this, actually. I don't think defending... Does defend work against Aqua Lung? I don't think it does. Sadness works against magic attacks, and back row works against magic attacks, but I don't think defend does. Sadness and back row decrease the damage from everything, but I think defending only decreases from physical attacks. Can you stop attacking Cloud? Like, is that possible? Oh, back row doesn't for magic either? No, I'm pretty sure it does. Stop! Get in my way. Why must you attack Cloud every time? How did it still do 255 damage? Pretty sure it did less last time. Whatever. This ain't gonna happen. Oh, you're... Wait. I'm confused now as to what you're saying. Are you saying that back row doesn't affect the damage of magic attacks from your characters, or are you saying that it doesn't affect the damage they take from magic attacks? They take? I'm not so sure about that. I guess not. Now, for the Turks. This will be interesting. Again, poison is your best friend for this fight, but we might be able to just burst him instead. Also, if you throw a spider web and then get lucky with Choco Mog, you can paralyze him for a really long time. But not on active battle. On active battle, slow doesn't do too much. Yeah, Gingaga is completely optional. There's nothing here you have to do. One-shotting Eris is bad. We might need to slow down the old battle speed on this one. I'm gonna stick to active though. We're gonna do this. Which you might not think makes a big difference, but it makes a huge difference. Especially because I'm hasting myself and slowing them. I will get a lot of turns, a lot more turns than I should. In weight, it could be up to like 4 turns that I get before they get a single turn. On active battle, not so much because they get their turns a little faster. Don't attack Cloud, please. I always stream until 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, which right now is 10:44 Eastern Time. So you can do the math. Holy cow, he did 800 damage. That was a lot. I think I cured myself down, actually. I hate this camera angle, it's terrible. Death Blow is in Gongaga, yes. It's right in the next screen. Which Death Blow is actually really important for certain things, but not so important in other things. In the speedrun it's really important because it works really well with Tifa and Master Fist. In this challenge I probably won't use Death Blow at all. Maybe on Cloud, just for fun. But there's no reason not to cast magic in this challenge. It'll pretty much always do a lot of damage. Yeah, I cured Cloud on accident because of the stupid camera angle. Reno is still paralyzed from Cross Slash. It's the power of slow and paralyze, or stop, whichever one. I think it's Cross Slash is paralyzed. Always get stop and paralyze confused. Chocomog is stop. Cross Slash is paralyzed. Dazers is paralyzed. Yeah, Death Blow is also really good with Vincent because he has some weapons that always hit. Eris actually ran out of MP because I switched the HP to MP material on her. So whatever. He should be almost dead. Plus they're both slowed, so they're not doing much anyways. Oh, look at the time. What if there's a spy? No way, there couldn't be a spy. Also Fairy Tail, Craigasm. Worth it just for Fairy Tail.